a nice place to share some yoga, some peak poses, and hopefully give a few ideas, if not inspire, for people's self practices. So let's go over to the mat. That'll be a guided sequence. We'll start off with some sun salutations and raise the arms up to the sky. Deep inhale breath. Remember all the breathing through the nose. Deep inhale and exhale. Let's go for a little bit here. So we'll lift up the heels, go on the toes. Just balancing the balls of the feet here. Calm breath. And slowly letting yourselves down. Great. Place the hands together. Let's get a little back bend here. So pushing the hands upwards. Bring the shoulder blades together, looking up at the sky. Deep belly breath here. And then folding forward. Exhale breath. Tuck the belly. Drop the hands wherever they reach. Shins, floor, etc. Exhale breath. Really make some space. In the first round of sun salutations, we'll go a little bit slower, taking our time through each pose, holding it for a while. Here we'll go back a little bit further. Turn the hands back, fingers facing behind. Going down a bit deeper, getting the palms down to the mat. And again, the idea being the movement of the progression here, the torso to the quads, not hunching or tucking the nose towards the knees. Just as straight as possible spine. Then bend the knees, hands in front, and stepping or jumping back into plank. Lower yourselves down to chaturanga. Go down to the tops of feet, up dog. Pull the shoulder blades together, look upwards to the sky. Feel the weight of the hips going towards the mat. Get the opening in the lower back. And then curling the toes, pushing back. Exhale for down dog. Whether you have your heels back or not, start raising one at a time, walking the dog or pedaling. Opening the calves. Remember, let the head relax between the arms and shoulders. Hips are lifted here. Now push back on both heels. Remember, keep the arms completely straight. The force driving everything is what you press into the palms here. And now, bend the knees. Just jump or step between the hands. Raising up for chair. Sitting low. Lower. Keep the knees together. Gaze upwards. And then raising up the head. Again, deep inhale breath. Place the palms together. Arch back. Then exhale breath. Folding forward. Finding space again. Hands all the way down to the mat. This time bending the knees. Capture the elbows. Slide the forearms down the back of the calf. Get a little bit more extension here. And bend the knees. Hands back to the mat. Shooting back into plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Now drop ourselves down to the cobra. So adjust yourself accordingly. Make sure your arms stay straight. Bring the shoulder blades together. Keep the head raised, looking upwards. Once you're there and comfortable, do a twisted cobra from lower back. So exhale breath. Turn over to your side. Looking behind you at your heels or your feet. Again, pressing the palms, keeping the head raised. Deep belly breath. And then back to center. Inhale and exhale here. Nice and slowly. And then twisting the head, look back the other side, all the way back. Catching view of your heels there. Inhale, breath. Back up to tabletop. Curl the toes. We're preparing ourselves here for down dog. Exhale, breath. Pushing back all the way. Again, walking the dog one more time. Help the calves. And this time we'll go for two-legged dog. So make sure that one heel is on the mat or as close as possible. Lift the opposite foot and opposite hand. Catch the top of the foot. Do this on both sides. And keep the head relaxed here. Force now going into the remaining hand and foot on the mat. And if you're feeling comfortable here, you can raise the knee a little bit. You feel a bit more extension of the calf that way. Another breath here. And then release. Drop the other hand and foot back down. Before going to the other side, walk the dog one more time. And then again, find your stance. And then just go ahead for two-legged dog. Nice. Push it back on both heels. Go deeper down dog. Head towards the mat. Hips a little higher maybe. Bend the knees. Jump forward, bring the hands. Come up again for chair, but this time staying in sort of half chair. Bring the palms and hands together. Lace the fingers. And drop yourself down for shoulder extension. So raising up as you do. Exhale breath. Bringing the hands upwards, opening shoulders. Just using the weight of gravity. No force or strain here. Protect your knees, maybe flex them a little bit or bend them, whatever works for you. Yeah, another belly tuck. And see if you find a little more space. Bend the knees. Drop the hands to the waist. Inhale, breath coming up. Protecting the back. Go for a slightly deeper back bend now. So make sure your hands are there, going all the way up the back. As far as you can. Try to get the palms together. In prayer here, prayer pose. And once you're there, bring them together, separate the feet a little bit, bend the knees, and leaning back as far as you can. Deep belly breath, protect the spine, and let yourself go. Once you're here, release the elbows a little bit more, opening, extending further. Carefully. Raise the arms up and go right to a forward bend to counter that. Exhale, breath all the way forward. This time just capture your elbows. Hold it here for a couple breaths. Tuck the belly. Make some space for the exhale breath. Inhale, hit the knees. Now we'll take a little shortcut here. So just step back, right foot into triangle or warrior one position here. So I'll go for warrior one. Just keeping the back heels in line. Front knee is bent here, gaze is forward. Calm breath. And we'll straighten the leg, reaching forward, and just let our arms go forward. Try to touch the mat or the top of your foot. Exhale, breath. Letting yourself go. Release any tension. Maybe your fingertips are like I am right now. And just tuck the belly. Exhale, go down a little further. Again, don't resist hunching the neck. It's like a reflex almost. You want to try and bring the torso there to the top of the quads. If you're feeling good here, you can do the same thing we did standing. Take the hands, place them a little bit further back, go down a bit deeper. Yeah, ready? Bring the hands forward, and the knee. Carefully come out of the hips. Hands to the hips, inhale, breath. And work through another salutation before doing the other side. Raise the arms up to the sky. Lift the heels, extension. And forward bend, exhale. All the way down, bend in the knees, shooting back to plank. Chaturanga, up dog. Curling the toes, pressing back, exhale. Down dog. And then bend in the knees. Shooting right foot forward. I'll do it the right way this time for the warrior one. No shortcuts. And the front leg is bent. The hips are centered and forward. Arms are straight, looking forward. Calm breath. Maybe challenge your grounding your base here. Close the eyes. Now when you're ready, straighten that leg. And we'll go for a forward fold again here. Exhale, breath. Let the fingers drop to the mat. You have to adjust the distance a little bit. Try to get the hand palms completely flat to the mat or on top of the shin. Stay where you are. You might find one side's a little bit, well, shall we say, supple than the other side. So just taking out, exhale breath. Maybe if you can get another belly tuck, go a little further. Turn the hands and go in with the torso towards the quads. And when you're ready, bend the knee, hands to the hips carefully here. Inhale, breath. Feet together. Take a pause, mountain pose. Hands out to the side. Feet together. Just grounding and centering here. Deep inhale and exhale. We're going to turn on another light and adjust the mat. Technical improvement perhaps for the next part of it, the headstands. So we'll be going now into inversions. Some headstands, which is one of my favorite things to do, I have to say. Good for the circulation, keeps the body young. Yeah, it's a nice way to turn things upside down, so to speak, in a positive way. So raise your arms to the sky, deep inhale, breath here. And exhale, folding forward, shooting back into plank, and we'll drop here into tabletop. Now the important thing is, if you haven't joined me in a previous headstand session, I really like to support and, shall we say, promote the forearm headstand. It's very stable. Your thumbs come together, the forearms stay parallel, not out. You don't want to have the elbows out. The more you have them in as a rectangle shape here, the better, because it creates a better center of gravity and alignment for everything. You don't have to fight with so much core to keep the legs in the air. So that said, Place our hands down here in a rectangle. We have our feet behind us. Drop the top of the crown of the head just there behind the thumbs. Bring your feet forward like you're going into dolphin. And then, like I like to say, just fall upwards. If you feel like you're going to fall, it actually probably means you have the alignment pretty good. When you have that sense of weightlessness, it means everything is just there at the top of the crown of the head. When you feel you have to use a lot of force in your hands, your elbows, or a lot of contraction of the core, just want to double check your alignment. Maybe the hips are one direction or the other. You're not quite on the top of the crown of the head. So I highly recommend checking that. Once you're here, you're comfortable, have a little fun. Go for the abductors. Just let the legs drop open there. Once you're here, again, make sure your ribs are in, core is tight. Exhale breath. Release. Let the gravity take the legs a little further apart. While you're here, you can do some things for the articulations. So do something for the ankles. Pushing the foot forward, exhale. Bring it back, inhale. Particularly, I think this one feels really nice. We're activating the abductors. You just feel the whole leg receiving attention right down to the toes. And now keep the foot sort of at 90 degrees. Just go for the toes. Speaking of which, so toe crunches. Exhale forward. Inhale, bring them back towards you. Okay. Now rotate into a half. Just split. Letting one leg fall forward, the other behind. Activating the respective back of the leg and the psoas in each one. And just again, letting gravity guide you. Make sure your alignment's good. And when you're ready, add your twist. So back leg going to the counter side, front leg to the counter side. Keep the hips centered. Ribs are tucked in. But you find a little bit more space. Yeah, just keep going. Cut back to center. And we'll go for the opposite side, the inverted split. Before twisting the other side. Just like gravity there. Again, work the saw. Back of the thigh of the other leg. Maintain a good, stable posture there, just on the crown of the head. And then the next breath. Just twist the other way. Exhale, baby. Opening some space in the belly. Back leg goes to the counter side. Front leg to the counter side. This is the part where I always lose a shirt. Doesn't matter what you You have to just get suspenders or something. Anyway, just place that. Then go a little deeper. And when you're ready, coming back to center. Abductors. Butterfly for a moment. And release. Next, attention to the spine. Come up for child's pose. Grab one wrist behind your back. Up, inhale. Switch wrists and down one more time. Exhale. Yep. Well, now we'll make our way around for some resting poses, shall we? So, first thing we'll do is find ourselves seated here. Hands out to the side. Make sure your head and heels are completely on the mat. You raise your legs up as high as you can, vertical. Then just drop them off to the side. Make sure your shoulders stay on the mat. If you feel them lifting, put something underneath, cushion, blocks, whatever. So exhale. And just looking out the opposite direction to enhance the twist. If you find this too intense, you can bring your legs down a little bit, the angle, and that can adjust as well. And the shoulder, make sure the shoulder is touching the mat there. Come out of this and go to the other side. First, bend your knees. So not to strain the back. Then roll yourself to the center point. Before we go to the other side, we'll do a knee hug first. So rocking side to side, folding the knees with the fingers laced across the top. And from here, hands down, palms on the floor, legs straight again, and just dropping them over. I was afraid of that. Dropping to the other side without hitting the wall. So adjusting the mat, resistance. Okay, there we go. So legs straight up, next over, drop it down. Again, make sure your shoulders flat, looking the opposite direction. And now again, when you're ready, bend the knees, come back to center. Another knee hug before we take what I like to call power Shavasana, which is Shavasana with the legs up against the wall. Helps for recovery. And I've actually found that if you do this for 15 minutes, you can feel like you've been resting or sleeping for 2 hours. You want to have the mat a little bit higher at the edge, so your base of your spine is not directly touching the wall, getting cold. And then once you're there, scoot in till the glutes are touching the wall. So really get yourself as close as possible. And once you're there, hands, palms facing up, and just let the heels open. Once you're at a comfortable point here, stay there for a moment. Don't force your strain. And with the exhale breath, just let the feet drop a little bit further out. Okay, full extension there on the inside of the abductors. So close your eyes. We'll stay here for some breaths. And just let the benefits of the practice take effect as we meld into the mat here with a calm breath. Okay, now what you want to do from here, if you're doing the abductor version here, place the hands just in the back of the knees. Bring the heels gently together, pushing with the hands and bending the knees at the same time. So you protect the knees. Roll over to your left hand side. Use the two hands as a pillow. And just stay here recalibrating for a moment. Okay, now use our two hands, push ourselves upwards. Bring ourselves around the front of the mat. Legs crossed. And hands to the heart. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you enjoyed this sequence and found some useful techniques and poses here. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Michael Sands Yoga, Meditation, and Skateboard channel. Have a great day. Namaste.